My name is Calandra and I'm running for U.S. Congress. You know, my opponent gets up here, and I wish he was still here, but that's all right. I've been trying to get him to be on the same stage with me for a while. That's all right. You know, he says he gets all these endorsements from these conservative groups, but the only endorsement I need is y'all's. I only need your endorsement. This has been one of the most challenging and exhausting and wonderful experiences of my life. And you know why? Because every time I'm out there and I meet another person that says, I get it, I'm supporting you, I'm standing for you, it makes my heart, it has hope. You know, I came that day to give a speech at Assembly because me being involved in the Republican Party for over a decade, working for elected officials, giving up time, volunteering when the rest of my friends are out, you know, with great paying jobs and working, making sacrifices because I know it's worth it. I said, well, if I don't hold this line for liberty, then who? I mean, look around you. The Republican Party, we're at a crossroads. We need all generations to work together. You know, the two gentlemen, we talked about how do we get more women in the party? How do we get more minorities? Well, here I am. You know? Come on, y'all. You know, we've got to think strategically. You know, I will be the first woman to represent this district and only the second Republican woman in the state. You know why I mention that? You know why it's important? Because look what the left is doing. If we're serious about winning the Senate seat, who's going to be out there stump speeching for Ryan or Glenn? You want Doug out there? Oh, you want him out there going after the women's vote? Because I'm serious, thank you. I'm not afraid to go after Diana DeGette or Hillary Clinton saying, you don't speak for me. And I'm sorry, I'm tired of you victimizing women, putting us into a certain class because I'm an American. All issues are women's issues. And I'm tired of the Republican Party holding us back in the sense of, do you have room for me? Do you have room for new ideas? Do you have room for me to challenge the status quo and to challenge you to do things that have never been done before? I mean, really, are you really willing to do what it takes to invest in this party? Are you really willing to do what it takes to go outside of the Republican bubble and to go after unaffiliated voters? Because guess what? And as much as this District 5 is presumed to be a safe seat, there is no such thing as a safe seat. Doug Lamborn does not get people to vote. He wins this election, we're not going to see him again for another 2 years. I'm sorry, I'm not trying to be rude, I'm trying to be respectful, but that man will get up here, he won't look me in the eye, he'll say he's doing all these things for these Christian groups, and then he's going to lie about me, he's going to spend tens of thousands of dollars tearing me down when he could be building you guys up, helping swing districts, helping build the local party. I'm tired of it. He's making the rest of us look bad. How do you think the outside is looking at us? I don't want to be a Republican. All they do is eat each other. You know, the drama on the radio, the drama in the media, enough. We take care of our business here. We get our house in order. We gear up because we've got a real enemy come November. And I've seen how they work. My dad's a Democrat. I know how they think. And they are aggressive. Love my daddy. Bernie Sanders supporter. God. If we're serious about what we believe, then we've got to answer this core question. What makes us better? If our policies are right, if they're true, if they're beneficial, why? And it comes down to a question of core human identity. What do we believe about God? What do we believe about the value of human life? And that's fundamental between Republicans and Democrats, that every individual life matters. Whether they're in a tummy or till natural death, anyone. You know, we got to start taking this life issue outside of abortion. We've got to start talking about human trafficking. We got to start talking about what's going on in women in the Middle East, female genital mutilation, honor killings. These are serious issues. If we're really serious about talking about being pro-life, what are we doing about it in our own state? What are we doing to champion the value of every human life? That's what makes us different from the Democrats. And if we don't have that baseline, you know, what are we doing? You know, there's so many people out there that they're asking, what do I believe? What is the role of government? What's my purpose? And maybe, just maybe, we could go out into those communities and provide some answers. Share our stories. Why are you a Republican? Why are you American? Why am I running? That's been the best part of my job, is getting out there. And when I hear an unaffiliated say, I just registered for you. You got me to stand up and to care. To take responsibility for our democratic republic, because that's what the Republican Party's job is doing. We can blame Washington all we want, but if we're not getting people to get up and take responsibility and informing them and empowering them with truth, what are we doing? It's not enough to be a conservative vote. I'm so tired of hearing that. What is he doing? What is my opponent doing for the party? I'll tell you, he didn't answer your question. He is a career politician, 21 years in a political office. Are you okay with that? I'm not. I'm not. I believe in term limits. I believe if we need a convention of state, if we need an Article 5, we need to do something to decentralize the power in D.C. to get things done, and that's what we need to do. I'm tired of Republicans saying, oh, we're holding the line against the Democrat. If we just had another chief, if we just had this, that, no. I'm sorry, what are you doing to gain ground? I'm tired of excuses. I'm tired of people just showing up at election season. I'm committed to Colorado. I was born here. I'm going to die here. And I'm not just going to go to D.C. and you're never going to see me again, because that's wrong. I want to be home. I know, I'm getting all fired up. You know, there is so much. There's so much at stake. If you guys believe in my campaign, you know, I'm a poor country girl. I literally started with no money in the bank the day I won an assembly, because I gave a speech, I got 58% of the vote. My opponent doesn't want you to know that. I almost completely knocked him off the ballot. There's another gentleman running. He doesn't want you to know that. Why? And a lot of those people know exactly who Lamborn is. They've been around. They know what they believe. They know what. Why with one speech was I almost able to completely knock him off the ballot? Why? You have to ask yourself these questions. Day one, I help the Senate candidate. I go down to Casper Stockton, who's running against Diana DeGette. I'm at State Party. I'm helping them with a strategic plan on how to get our state red and Congress, because I'm tired of doing it alone. We need a team. So that's my job. I want to make the Republican Party a party that we can all be proud of. So not only will I be a conservative vote, I'm out to seriously change the Republican Party for the future. Seriously. I'm not just up here. Hands are really tight. I need to breathe a little bit. Anyway, all right, I'll bring it back down. I'm running for you. I'm running for my friends, my neighbors that have sacrificed, that have brought me food and hay for my horses so I could do this. I'm sorry, I'm a girl. But it means so much to me because they're willing to stand with me to fight for something so much greater than this, so much greater than me and Doug Lamborn. I want to start a movement to restore representational democracy across the United States. We need to get other people elected like me. It doesn't matter if you have a Republican behind your name. What do you believe about the role of government? What do you believe about the value of human life? And what are you going to do to build a voting bloc to get things done? I'm tired of committee this, committee this. You don't know. You have power. You have authority. Who are you? I'm not afraid to go up to Ryan. I'm not afraid to go up to House leadership and say, who are we? I will be that person. If I'm annoying and if it's at 10 o'clock at night, they're going to listen. Because I'm not just going there to get along and then, get the pail to being there. I'm going there for the mission. I'm self-term limiting. I've got 8 years to make you proud. And then I'm coming home. And that's a commitment I'm making to you because that's what has to be done. I want you to be as proud of me in 8 years as you are today. I need help. I need mentorship. I need money. I'm already putting advisory teams around me. You guys advise me on the issues. Small business, military, agriculture, water rights, school choice. You tell me what this district needs. That's my job. So if you're still on the fence, I still haven't convinced you that we need some fire, we need some personality, we need some purpose and some vision, and we need to restore integrity in the Republican Party, I will be happy to meet with you personally and answer any question that you want. But I hope that you leave here today knowing that if it's not us, then who and when? We are the front lines. The Republican Party, we are the only ones fighting for our country. Think of it like that. Every single one of you is so important. The fact that you're standing with me, I'm just a symbol. I'm a name on a yard sign. But this is the Republican team, and I'm ready to bring the best of Colorado to D.C. Help me.